That's right, guys. That's our birthday shout-outs for the morning. Heading into our talkback, Lenatao. I'd like to say a big good morning and talafalava to all the ladies joining us today. Please, can you kindly introduce yourself?
Ramona from the Ministry of Agriculture, the Agriculture and Fisheries Sector Coordination Division.
Langia mal tatu atunu pele ia o Oneo Lorian Final Groves ia o vaega le nei o Faigafaiva.
Talo for Samoa, talo for Yansi.
Morning.
Happy birthday, lads. My name's Fale Tupe Pasefika, coming from the Livestock Division, UK by Lima.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Eyespy Radio. Of course, leo watato mafuta fo le neita fa Talanoaga le tato poloketi o le SAFPROM. Giving it back to Dr. Ramona. How is it going so far?
Malo Sefa. Our project, we're very grateful for this opportunity to talk a little bit more about our project, our matching grants program under the Samoa Agriculture and Fisheries Productivity and Marketing Project. So the MGP, our matching grants program, is one of the activities under our SAFPROM project. So right now we are trying to complete the disbursements for our Upolu beneficiaries, and if our farmers in Upolu, you will probably be getting visits from our team who are out in the field right now. So a shout out to our team out there. If you're, I'm sure they're already on the road right now, visiting our farmers and fishers. So the idea is these are the farmers and fishers who are eligible, have been approved by our advisory committee. We're just visiting them again to make sure that there are, if there are any further changes to their project, to their business plans, then this is the time that we can make these amendments before we call them in for the grant signing. We want to make sure that our project is sustainable, so this is the reason why we are we are going out again and visiting our farmers and fishers. We had dispersed earlier before June, after the lockdown and before June. And what we found was that some of the farmers and fishers still had not used their goods.
Yeah.
So it is important that we make sure that any changes are captured so that by the time we disperse to our farmers, there is sustainability there. And some farmers' situations have changed. They've gone off on the RSE scheme, or they've decided to prioritize another business venture. Therefore, it's just making sure that the right farmers or those farmers who want to prioritize farming are supported. So that's where we're at right now with our project in terms of the progress to date. For Sava'i, we've already dispersed the second tranche to our farmers in Sava'i, more than 200. Tranche 2 already dispersed to our farmers in Sava'i, and just working on monitoring and making sure that those who haven't received their goods yet can be, for them to use the goods that are given to them to expand production. Because remember, the aim of SAFPROM is to increase production and productivity. So making sure that they are used to increase production and productivity, so that they can be eligible for the second tranche of their project. So just a few more farmers remaining for Sava'i, and we are looking forward to clearing out the rest of our disbursements. But I'll hand it to our fisheries colleague, Laurie, for a bit more information from the fisheries side, because this is kind of like the overall what's going on with MGP in general.
And you guys are like the dream team.
Exactly.
Ma lo fa fitai Dr. Ramona ia ole te minei ia ua mai nei le faamalama mua sa faapeona faamanuiaina ai foʻi Faigafaiva le tautautai ia pe tolsfulmon tupu tatou Faigafaiva ua mai ona faamanuiaina nei Polokalame i le faamalama mua ia o loo faagasolo pea galuega le matagaluega mo le tufutufaina o tatou mea faigaluega as Dr. Ramona has mentioned ai meise ao mea faigaluega mo teimi o fagotaga o loo faagasolo atu pe le teimi nei ia o le faamalosi aua mo le matatou au tautai po le Faigafaiva ia sa tasangaina i tu uma le faamalama mua ia faaaogā loa tatou mea faigaluega ia faalelei ai o tou atinae aua le te ua tinā tama aua le te ua aua loka kon kapingeka faaaogā lava le teimi nei auā na tou talasangaina e matoʻai aogā tele le tou atinae ia e peina tou talasangaina mai i teimi o le amataga o le poloketi ia o le toe reminder ngā ma le faamalosi au le nā nei vaega mole manai a tele e faasolo atu le matou vaega o le monitoring and evaluation o loo e matuai faaaogāina lava le mea fai faaaogā faaleo tatou items sa faapea ona faamanuiaina ai o tou uma i lalo le poloketi o le SAFPROM ia faafetai.
Malo lava Dr. Ramona, malo lava Lorraine for introduction on Zato Talk Back Lenitao. Mana tua team ai lava sau Fisheries e whatatau le tātou poloketi leo wha ngā solo. Tatau na lafo mai I le tasi o wha. That's right, 104, send us your questions for the morning and we'll be happy to answer it for you. When we do come back, wha ngā solo te fōi I le tātou Senior Animal Production Officer. Leo wa tātou whaatasi fo le nei tau. O le tātou teimi le nei o los fulu minute, o na tale le itu laiva. Mana tua o le asola mativa, it is No Cash Tuesday here at Eyespy Radio. Wa umanga langa umaka maiki si liva like kongo ka vale. Malo lava leva malon fifia. Let's head back into the music. We'll be back with more. Ola Veselina, you're still the one in Molituelo Faanga. To the team of them, Matanga Faatoaga, Faigafaiva le tau. Malo lava Joe Leu, Suma Malosi, my foot in Alwinga, Ile Amatalia for Ole Tuesday. Not forgetting everybody listening in on the road. To drive safe and be safe if you are heading into town. Go breakfast. But of course, we got the team from the Ministry of Agriculture, Talanoaga, and of course put out the updates of the SAFPROM Matching Grant Program update. And of course, just for your one of the issues lesa la nga le Talanoaga le neitao o le fatatau le tatou mea whaingaluenga lea sa tufutufa atu fo'i I alalawhanga a wā fo'i le tau mwhaile wha ngā solo poloketi. Ai mo ki ngoa li silo makua keu le rake ma le oso le ngā wako e whaingaluenga. And passing it over to Fale Tupe this morning to elaborate more on that. Of course, you said that you guys have kokio inspect Mako siaki po whanga solo po alua o ngare kupele ngā wakua.
Ngaluenga umai patino lava plokeki regarding to monitoring inspections.
Yeah.
Ia vaenga konganga e uro ngafangi mare a fionga ia Dr. Ramona. Ai mutulanga fo ilele mo nei o tatou Faatoaga fo I lai lava ele whanga yo ia whanga ingo kako materials. Kari kongwa e ris Faatoaga o lai Miss Awale lost.
I lost, yeah.
Umale excitement for le what I was receiving materials. Okay, like I came with makai fanga sulong bloke say o nga fai mo kako recipients ngai kari kongo mo mai ni ke mi ai pu ka ngalo ia ngai vaenga ka wa ka ngo ko fa manga ku pe ngai ka ko fai fa ko anga I ole nganga kako divisions here bionga yele livestock division.
Yeah.
We're still providing technical assistance kana pera ngo en fainga fala awa kuai fa feanga ko e so akun mako pa ofese vaenga kongo loko ai konga ko e you know ko e pe se vaenga kongo e karfeanga ko e o papua nge o ka kia materials e abo ka ngalo foi singa vaenga le yo vaenga konga en fainga so anga ko e vaenga nge nenga ka foi le ia nga isi vaenga ia what do you call it? We have delivery truck services. Whapeo o lawo makankupu lafuais nisi kako whaiwhakoanga. Ole ia the service le ole valawa koe whaonga ia our delivery truck ole valawa kwangu mela lua kasi o lima lua mo vai lima ia whapeo whai o moku slawhai ia lima kasi o lima o ia ole si whai vaenga I kongo whai au whamanguianga ia pro kiki ole whakingoinga reo mo meo ploka vau o vaenga ka uangi mo mea ai o lafumangu pe o mangpalangi e mamoe like pe on ka au whakingo sola ia riska kolo whapea okay we've got our materials, we've got our bovies. Am I right, Ramona? Like just a few weeks ago, some of our farmers had received cattle. But there's that issue that we have with our farmers where the excitement is in receiving the things first, but they don't think about what do you call it? They tend to forget about the feed and how we're going to take care of the animals. So our division is still there. We also offer them planting materials for different pasture species. Peo mamoe mapovi ro whapingonga la via me kongor ka kuplo keki. So yeah, ole koe mga kuam koe whaalau I lua ku pei ngai ka kuwhaiwhakoanga. Ole mau pere sosoangi me ka kuvaenga. Mau mia, like if they're stuck in some kind of way, just give us a call. We can come to inspect. We can help in whatever. Our officers will come, they'll take one good look, they'll know where the issue is, and I guarantee they can assist.
Malo lava peti fasoa le nei. Remember team, IA11 Fisheries, you can always contact the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Their number is 22561. Don't worry, we're going to be blasting that until the end of the show. You know, one of the things people tend to forget that also reminder applications. No, everything is now closed, and just a reminder that there are only few that are chosen SAFPROM. But I heard that there have been delays. You know, it's only been a few days. You know the delays that you guys go through a process to pick the few that if nga solo ifurito blocketi.
Yep. So le Sefa ile vaenga le ole tato Windows 1 target lava ia individual farmers and fishers feololo fo ile process ole fili leo tangata eligible I lalo tato Windows 1 sa fatatia for eligibility criteria le sa fasalawa to for time yo to na ile avia itua tato registration forms ya me le luafe luasfulu o tamfai lava ole malo fo ina ia unga le production ma le productivity itato vai ia fo vai time ono wo mai lava ko viti atato ia tasile awala mfano so animalo sia ile tato food security ia ole e feololo lava nei tangata na apalai mai tolu afe mon tupu tangata na lestala na sia tangata ia elemtanga luenga ia ona fili mai lola ia leo tangata lai eligible is more than 1,300 ia tangata ia sa eligible ia totele lava inei upolu ia tolse lau mon tupu ia tangata savai ia na faapelo lem tanga luenga ona uti fo ia tangata fainga luenga ia focus lola savai ai le fanga solo le fainga le system le e-voucher system le sa build esivaenga le sky ai ole o savai la na faanga lava le tato normal process le malo ai ole feelinga mai la tolu se lau tangata ia 315 people that ended up completing the training lua committee through way ia registrations ia ona mawala ia leo tangata ia toia sia fo tangata ia vaenga le safeguards tau lava ona titilo vaenga o manga ia male social the environmental and social aspects ina ia mautinoa o lawati na ele se afia ile si o manga ele se afia ilo usua tangata le yo au tafa le your neighbors. So all these aspects have to be taken into consideration. Mafa'atino lole o training e develop le business plan le la mo tenga lue fa'apaanga malvaenga le Samoa Business Hub. O le foi mau tenga lue malvaenga le o le Development Bank of Samoa. Wa e foi le sao le fai Faatoaga I totono mal Faigafaiva I totono langa atinaeina. A whaape 5 le la a watu tatoploket e 5% a mai I le o le sao le alfai Faatoaga I lana atinaeina. I o le filinga la o nei tangata ia fa'alu tato training process, complete the training process. Ia ole ia ona amata le ona tufa tulo itua ia tato oloa ia so if I lava sina umir process.
Yes,
it is quite lengthy, and then we also need to make sure that we're working with our suppliers. Tasile vaenga taua. Taiminer ko viti e alu ilunga tau oloa ele consistent mai fo ile o mai ova. So it's tawa ona ngalulue faatasi manai kampania e mafai ona sapalai mai tato oloa ina ia lava le oloa ele se winga e amai approve umaloa ia tangata e fase laumon tupu e o e saingi uma whenga ai watu ele o lava oloa I tato fale oloa.
That's right.
So these kind of things we need to work with and plan in advance to make sure that ia move lava le tato ploket yes e o lai ai tuai o lai ai ia nei whaafitauli a o mafu anga ia lai o nei ia whaafitauli ia le fo isa e tato lockdown ia fai fo isina umi o le vaenga again e le mas tatonga luenga na mawhai na whai leva I taimi ia o le la na uma fo ila ia le o le tato lockdown ia plan at fo ila ile po le asisi awala ina ia tama whai lava tato e move le ploketi. So we're constantly moving and making sure that the goods are reaching our farmers and our fishers and making sure that there is sustainability of our project in the long term. Yes. Build le economy o tatua tunu through our agriculture and fisheries sector.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ramona, for that. The time right now to 1 minuto na Fale Tupe Pasefika. We got a few questions that we will be answering when we come back from our song break. And of course, my foot, my chato Talanoaga na day tao. Manatua team, ole chato numero fafsotaya le matanga lubenga o Faatoaga Faigafaiva ole lua lima o tasia le ngale foi le mato Facebook page updating you all what's been happening with our projects. 2 minutes after 9 is our time. Of course, before we finish off our program, we have a few more to talk about. We got a couple of questions that were sent through by our listeners this morning. Malo lava team, malo lava faso, male mafucha mai furi chacha Polokalame le tau. The first question is, I am an upolu farmer and got accepted for my plantation. For the MGP, I was advised that the MAF team will be coming tomorrow to view my farm. What if there hasn't been much progress because I haven't received any of the tools? Will my application be voided? Dr. Ramona?
Mangai, a very good question. Right now, the team is looking into these areas, and I think it's important to note that farmers will work whether or not they receive support from the government or anyone.
Yes.
They will always be working. And I speak from experience, growing up in a farming household as well. So it is important and this is where we look at the sustainability. It is important for our farmers to note that these support are just to help them, move to that next level.
Yes.
But the work should be done by the farmer.
Yeah.
The decision on whether this particular project is void, this is a decision that will be made by the Matching Grants Program Committee to determine who will progress and who we are now questioning the sustainability issues of their farm. Yeah, so the answer to that is the Matching Grants Program Committee will determine the next steps for those projects we see as unsustainable.
Thank you, Dr. Ramona. This is for Falpeti. If I'm a new farmer just starting out, am I eligible for this grant? If not, are there any other ways you can help us? Thank you.
Yeah, As you may have heard, registrations towards the project have been closed, but o mau beawa ngoa in Talanoaga, with livestock itself. E te rera no em whai ona tusi tarasanga atu in Talanoaga. So you basically just write an application letter addressed to the CEO, who is Tilafono David Hunter. You mention in your application letter how many animals you want, that you want to request for. Give us some basic information of how much land there is, potential land there is that you are able to turn into a papovi, for example, whether there is water access, and if the pasture is enough, if there is good pasture in the pa itself. So that's a step that you got to take in order for you to get animals, livestock from the Talanoaga. If that answers the question.
Thank you very much, Fale Tupe. One of the other questions, latou ala for Melinatao, what is the end goal or the end product of the SAFPROM project?
Yeah, the main goal of SAFPROM is to increase production productivity. This is why the project initially targeted those farmers and fishers who were already active farmers and fishers. And the idea is to try and lift them up. If you're at the semi-subsistence level and subsistence level, the idea is to lift them up to the semi-commercial levels. That's for Windows 1. Inga ia kamawhaile, unga ia le kamau ainga e ala le atatou faatoaga ma tatou Faigafaiva. That is why the target is on those who are already existing and active farmers and fishers that just need that little bit of support to get to that next stage. So that's the end target: increase production and productivity.
Passing over to Lorraine.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention to our listeners this morning the Windows 2 under the SAFPROM project. We have now received 106 applications from this, closed on the 29th of June 2022, and we'd like to extend our thanks to all those who have applied, our fishers and farmers. And for the type of beneficiary targeted for the Windows 2, o tatu au tilo lea I groups, associations, or micro, small, medium enterprises, or for fisheries, we're looking into the village communities under the community-based fisheries management programs that are under our advisory section in Fisheries Division. And we're now looking into the SAFPROM project is now looking into these areas because we are trying to create market linkages for our farmers and fishers. We have not done the screening yet for these applications on this Windows 2, but it will be a vigorous process as we only have 25 spots approved by the World Bank. And at this moment, we would like to extend our thanks and our gratitude on behalf of the Honourable Minister, our CEO, MAF, and management. Mamato nei o loo whaangaioinga ma Fale Tupe fishers and farmers. We thank you for your patience. It is not easy, and we have mentioned so many more issues maluitanga sa tatou facing a whaatasi. And we'd like to thank you for bearing with us, for bearing with Dr. Ramona and the team, the technical sections and divisions of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. And we are here with you to hold your hand and see you through until the end of the tunnel. So thank you so much on that. And we also would like to reiterate, please use our items and materials that have been gifted and supplied to all our fishers and farmers, as this is a grand opportunity for everyone to be successful under this project. Faafetai.
Thank you very much to the team from Talanoaga, Faatoaga, Faigafaiva. Big thank you to the ACO Agriculture Sector Coordination Division, Dr. Ramona Sulifua. of course, the acting ACO of Fisheries, Lorraine Finau. Alengalo foi Fale Tupe Pasefika, Senior Animal Production Officer. Malola ve Chole. Ale Talanoaga foi le neita wa foi le whaamanatu le atinu, where leo oi foi le whaasalonga le Tatou Polokalame. Well, all the best for today, ladies. Thank you very much for stopping by here at Eyespy Radio. And remember, team, the number to contact is 22561. 9 minutes after 9, let's jump back to the music.